Hi there everybody, Colin, aka the Tone Wizard, here again with another informative video. Now I have been writing, performing, and recording my own original music now seriously for about 15 years. And in terms of tangible success, it's been extremely limited or almost non-existent. I mean, no one's doing rails off my rod. No one's giving me any money. No one's telling me it will be okay. I loathe others almost as much as I loathe myself. I'd rather walk on a beach of broken glass.
It's a goddamn government!
I digress. In any event, it's got me thinking, I've always put out what I thought was my best material. But what if what I thought was my worst material was actually my best material? So what we're going to do in today's video is we're going to look at a recording that I made a couple of years back that frankly I thought was a complete piece of garbage. I did not think that this song warranted anyone's time or attention, and while it may have been fun to make, ultimately it was a complete waste of time and resources on my behalf. So we're going to look at this song and how I made it and how I recorded it and discuss some of the choices that I made. And maybe at the end of this video, we'll have discovered that I've been sleeping on a hit all these years and that all these other endeavors I've been pouring myself into have actually been the waste of time. Now let's jump right in. Okay, so here I got the track loaded up, the project loaded up in my DAW, which I use the Mixcraft Pro Studio. It's a great piece of software. If you don't want to spend a shaft and a ball on Pro Tools, I'd totally recommend it, but maybe that's another video. I got the track loaded up here, and the working title was Face Fuck, it looked like. I think I actually settled on Space Fuck, and that's a thematic choice, as you'll soon find out. So let me set up the creation of this track for you. I'll run you what I was run down what I was thinking, so you can get a deeper a deeper sort of view into the process and help decide for yourself whether this is a hit or a complete piece of garbage. But at the time, this is a couple of years ago, at the time there was a lot of auto-tune stuff going around, and it was like becoming a thing where auto-tune wasn't a novelty anymore. It's just everybody was fucking auto-tuning everything, and I thought, Jesus Christ, maybe what the world is lacking is a guy over 30 losing his hair, all auto-tuned up and singing away. So I had an idea to make a sort of auto-tune kind of track. And also at the time, I was thinking my music was a little bit morose, albeit humorous, but I didn't think that it made people want to move, right? So I thought, you know what? I'll make a dancey kind of track. And even better, I'm going to do like an electronic kind of track. I'm going to really go out of my comfort zone and see what I can come up with. So that was sort of that idea. And then I remember watching an episode of Rick and Morty where they did the Moon Man thing. And I was like, who does not like, I can cash in on that. Who does not like, the tale of a space creature of some kind coming down to the Earth and having an experience with one of us Earthlings, maybe me, maybe that's what the fantasy was there. So there's sort of a space theme there, and so that kind of set up the idea behind the track. And I'm just going to hit play on this thing and we'll have a listen here. Okay, so that's sort of the intro to the song. We got a pretty strong drum line coming in there. It's definitely upbeat. You see the auto tune going there. I had a couple of auto tune voices. I think I had two of them going. All right, so that was one, and I am a robot and I'm programmed to fuck your face. Yeah, so those are two auto-tune voices there that I kind of blended together myself. And I used a program called KeroVee because I found that it was free, and I like things that are free. The only thing that I've paid for in recording would be the software. I paid for a software license for this program because I really think it's great, and it's definitely better than paying the millions of dollars that Pro Tools wants. But anyways, I used one, and this is a great little VST. Maybe I'll put a link to this in the description here. But I used the male to female option to get these two voices. So you know what? So far, I think this track's pretty hot. That was kind of the intro. Now let's keep this rolling here and see what comes next. Right, so I added an electric guitar there, just incorporating my sort of safe place in songwriting and musicianship into this kind of, this soup of dance garbage that I have going here. And I think that's like a compressed electric guitar of some kind. Yeah, it's like the shred guitar there. Anyways, I think my thinking there was like, what do you do with dance music? I have no idea. And I was thinking, well, Pink Floyd kind of got into the disco thing with Another Brick in the Wall there, and they added in that little guitar. So I was probably trying to rip that shit off quite shamelessly. Starting to see why this track probably got abandoned. It's not what I'd call enjoyable or good in any way. I don't think so anyways. We have myself singing as an auto-tuned female robot and trying to grasp at straws by incorporating in a Pink Floyd guitar influence. So yeah, there's that. All right. And then I think the bass line was like this synthesizer that I was using, this MIDI synthesizer. Let's see what I was doing. What is this thing here? It's a Tal bassline. This is another cool thing. This is another free VST here. All the plugins that I use, I found, they're all free. But yeah, we can just take a look at that. Let's hear what that sounds like by itself. Not bad. All right, and that was all just a loop, it looks like. Well, all right, so after that, what did we have coming up next here? Oh yeah, this part here. I was actually quite happy with this next little bit here. Whoop, got ahead of myself there. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Let me just get this out of the way here. Yeah, going in the next section here. Let's take a listen to this. This song could still turn around. There's still time here.
She is a robot and she programmed to fuck your face. She is a robot and she comes from outer space. You don't believe in Jesus and you don't fear God, but you feel the cosmic thrust of the deep space rod. She is a robot and she is a robot and she.
All right, I do remember making that part. Not only did I think it would be a good idea to attempt some kind of rapping, I also thought it was a good idea to, like, when I first started making the song, I was like, this sounds like Aqua. In my head, it sounded like Aqua, and I was like, I can be Aqua. And so that male part there was some kind of horrendous attempt to be the dude in Aqua. This is like a Barbie Man song, but it's a space alien who fucks your face or something. So I also put in a pretty strong religious implication in those lyrics there, which is questionable at best. So yeah, so far we're starting to see here why I chose not to make this not to release this song. Anyways, let's just keep going. We're having a little technical difficulties there. Let's just slow. We're using a lot of resources here. Gotta wait for the old CPU to simmer down now. We'll try to listen to that section again there. My computer doesn't even want to play this song. That's how fucking bad it is.
I was dark, but the stars shone bright when she
More rapping
from the moon one night. Robot hair, robot nose, robot ass, and robot toes. A silver robot badge, which opens to extend. A robot cock with a robot badge, which opens at its end. What's that noise in the bushes outside? What's that noise in the bushes outside?
It's a robot cock with a badge inside. It's a robot cock with a badge inside. It's a robot cock with a badge inside. You can get it, but you can't hide.
All right, So yeah, more wrapping I decided to put in there at the end. And then I guess I left the drum tracks just go off into infinity there at 2, it looks like. And what did I do for the drums there anyways? Oh, it's another MIDI thing, a studio drum kit. Anyways, so that's that song. Now, would I say that I've discovered that I've been sitting on a hit for a couple of years? Absolutely. I think that was the greatest thing I've ever done. No regrets. I am Colin M, aka the Tone Wizard. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel and check out my channel page for other material. And take care of yourself because the Dark Shadow Lord forever stalks your footprints.